Hey folks, see Rachana Ranade here, and I welcome you all to today's special live stream. Oh God, I can see so many chats. One second. All right, क्या बात है? I can see so many people wishing me a very happy Teachers Day. Happy Teachers Day. क्या बात है? क्या बात है? Thank you everyone. A big thank you to everyone. Uh, Feels good, feels special that so many people are wishing me a happy Teachers Day. And a lot of new members are also joining in, be it Akash, be it Ketki, be it Neetu. Welcome to memberships. And I would क्या बात है getting getting a lot of happy Teachers Day messages. Thanks a lot everyone. Your stock market education is thank you Ranjit ji. Rajesh is saying happy Teachers Day. Magic moves, Prasanna, Sherputtar, Kalyani, Ganesh, Monica, Vijay, Venki, Rajarshi, Shivani, Ramya, Papa Shangu, Vikas, Manik, Deepak, oh God, so many people. Thank you, Sai, Minakshi, Ashwin. Oh, a list is uh, it's a long list, and thanks a lot, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for wishing me a happy Teachers Day. I think it's all because of you who are absolute enthusiasts and you all want to learn so much more, and that is the reason why even I keep on feeling much more motivated and share my thoughts on the live stream. uh, I mean, you can imagine a scenario that where I'm coming on a live stream every Thursday without fail, but there are like 5, 10, 15 people. uh, that might not have given me motivation. But I'll tell you also one more thing. When I started my live streaming, that was back during COVID times. I remember my first live stream used to be at 6 in the morning, and at that time there used to be hardly what 100 students, learners, viewers, but they used to come live without fail. And I remember we sharing such a nice bond, and I'm sure still some of them are a part of our channel. They call themselves as the 6 a.m. club members. So that is where my live streaming journey started. Slowly and steadily, I started figuring out things, how to do live streaming, what could be the frequency. And it's, I don't remember, I think it has been more than a year or 2 or 3. Acha, Ashwin is saying I'm one of those. Kya baat hai, Ashwin? So Ashwin has been one of the 6 a.m. club. Oh, Prasanna is also from the 6 a.m. club. Prasanna, I think you had mentioned this in one of the previous live streams as well, right? So journey has been started back in 2020, the live streaming journey. And uh, Papa Shengo is saying that I used to watch 6 a.m. streams quietly. Okay. Kya baat hai? Ranjit ji is saying that you were small cap at that time, now you're a blue chip. Okay. But I'll still say I'm a mid cap, not even a large cap or a blue chip. Reason being that if I consider myself as a blue chip, then my pace of growth I'm expecting to be average, right? But I think if I consider myself as a mid cap, then I think I still have much more headroom left. I'll keep myself on my toes so that I can blast this knowledge to many more people. And that is whole thought process, right? To reach out to maximum number of people and to share whatever I know about markets, right? Um, Oh, kya baat hai? Vaishnav is saying, I used to watch 6 a.m. video at 6 p.m. Okay, fantastic. Nifty next is better option. Yes, why not? Why not? Oh, any discount can be expected on occasion of Teachers Day on courses. Yes, you can take that. And the coupon code is teacher. Okay, you can definitely use this. This coupon code is valid only till tomorrow. You can use that for any of our courses available on our website, right from any beginner level course to intermediate to advanced. Any course you can opt for. And please use this code as soon as possible, because this code is going to end tomorrow. Okay. So I was really thinking that whether I should be talking about a specific stock, I should be talking about charts. So I mentioned this on the thumbnail that it is chat and charts. But before I move on to the chat and charts, I just want to tell you 7 key fundamental points or 7 key points that you should keep in your mind while you are wanting to invest in stocks. Uh, First thing, so shall I start? Seven things that you should. Let me see who gives an answer. I'm going to ask one question at the end of these 7 points, huh? And let me see who gives the correct answer for these 7 pointers. So these could be like 7 key pointers that you have to remember while you invest in any of the asset class, especially stock market. Okay, especially equities. First things first. Oh, kya baat hai. Nakul is saying 7 means thala for a reason. Wow, kya baat hai. That interpretation I had not thought about. So you are also my teacher. I got to learn something new. My son would have guessed this. He's a big thala fan, and he says that always thala for a reason. Okay. So going back, the first thing that I would want. So 7 points quickly. I would want to tell in 7.7 minutes. First thing, always remember whenever you are entering into any stock, please don't go against the trend. Okay. So, first point, if you want, you can note it down. First point is trend. Okay. Never go against the trend. Right now, many people ask me, ma'am, market is on an all-time high. Should we book the profits? Is it overvalued? This, that, okay. Understand, till I don't see any signs of reversal, why should I enter into short positions? Okay, profit booking is a different thing, but entering into short positions is again a totally different thing. Okay, so whenever markets or a specific stock or a specific sector is in an up move, don't go against it. Ideally, what you could think of is in fact pyramiding at relevant levels. Okay, but when the markets are going down, at that time you need not go again. Abhi it has already corrected 5% or kitna niche jayega. So you take a contra bet. Don't do that. Ideally, you should have some signs of reversal, and then only you should take your trade accordingly. So first point that you have to remember: don't go against the trend. Trend is your friend. Okay. So first point is about trend. Second point. So first point was a little bit based on technical analysis. Second point that you have to remember is about earnings. Many people ask me that, Rachana, is it okay if companies are making loss at PAT level, PBT level? I'm saying why? Ideally, in fact, even if stocks are at loss at EBITDA level, I would not really be looking on keenly in those stocks. If you remember, during my birthday, on my birthday, 26th of June, I discussed about Zomato. When did I start discussing more and more about that stock? When it turned EBITDA positive. When in one of the quarters during 2024, first time it said, Acha, we are EBITDA positive, and we expect that we'll also go PAT positive. That is the time when I started looking into that stock more and more into detail. So I always believe that second important point, earnings is what you should check for. Ideally, you should not go ahead with stocks which are into losses year on year. Ekad year possible some catastrophic event or some unusual event happens because of which company goes into losses. That's a different story. But year on year losses, I would never go ahead with that. Very important point, you have to check the earnings. Third point, now what few people do, are stock is in uptrend. So I told you trend is the first point. Second point, I told earnings are also good. Trend is nice, uptrend, earnings are good. So what I'm going to do, ghar bech ke le lo. I'm going to put entire money whatever I have in that one stock. I have heard these concepts like one stock portfolio. Oh, I feel this is like super risky. So allocation is extremely important. You have to ensure that you are allocating your money across different stocks, across different asset classes as well. Okay. So what is the first point? First point was trend. Don't trade against the trend. Second important point was earnings. Go ahead with stocks which are earnings positive, which are showing earnings positive, be it EBITDA level at least, at their ideally PBT PAT level. Third thing I said, allocation, extremely important. Don't go ahead with a one stock portfolio kind of a mindset. Okay. So okay, you check the trend, it was positive. You check the earnings, they were good. Then you said that okay, I'm going to allocate, let's say 5% of my capital in this specific stock, right? But then the moment you enter, because of luck, sheer luck, in 2-3 days, that stock goes up by 6-7%. And then you feel that, should I quickly book profits? There are people who might have seen this. sometimes such magic happens that you enter a trade, same day it shoots up. Okay, or within 1 or 2 days it shoots up and you're tempted to book that profit. But I personally believe, and I believe this like madly, ideally your compounding effect is what is going to make you rich and wealthy basically. If you are wanting to look at trades or investments only from a super short term perspective, it's not going to help. You have to look at good stocks, you have to look at fundamentally strong stocks, and don't look at them from aaj liya kal becha BTST category, buy today sell tomorrow. Don't do that. Look at it from a long term perspective, and that is where the compounding effect will actually start kicking in. I'll just give you a quick example. So if you have read the theme today of our live stream, it is about one stock that is entering into AI. So I'm sure you might have read the AGM key highlights. And yes, the stock that I'm going to talk about today is Reliance. I'm just going to give you one point here. First, let me complete those 7 points, and then I'll quickly tell you about what AI thing they are planning. Now, this is a classic case. The fourth point that I'm talking about, compounding effect. You can see this. Reliance, I think, had gotten listed in 1977. So assume that at the start of 1983, someone said Thala for a reason. This is Kapil for a reason. 1983. Someone might have bought 100 shares. Okay, in 1983. What happened in 83 was that the company announced a bonus of 3 bonus shares for every 5 shares held. So for 100 stocks, that person could have gotten 60 free shares, 60 bonus shares basically. Now the new holding would be 100 plus 60, 160. Then in 1997, the company announced a bonus in the ratio of 1:1. So 160 pay, 160 bonus. Now the holding is 320. In 2009, again a 1:1 bonus was approved. And that is the reason why the stocks would have gone up from 320 plus 320 to 640. In 2017, again 1:1 bonus. Now 640 plus 640 is 1280. And I hope you already know that today, that is on 5th of September, the board has approved another bonus issue in the ratio of 1:1, and that is 1280 plus 1280. So now you can imagine this would be around 2560 shares. Current market price of Reliance is around 3000. Let me just quickly cross check one more time. 2985, yes, almost around 3000 only. So you can imagine this, that the stock price is around 3000 rupees multiplied by so 2560. You can just imagine. So no, sorry. Post bonus, this 3000 will go down to 1500. So always remember this. When you're going to get 1:1 bonus, the price is going to half. Theoretically, exact half. It will not happen exactly half. It will be a little bit plus minus based on demand and supply. But still, even if I were to consider 1280 shares multiplied by 3000, the investment amount would be around 40. I mean, the current market price would be around 40 lakh rupees for an investment of 1000 rupees. How come 1000? I had mentioned that if a person would have bought 100 shares, and by the way, in 1977, when the IPO came up, they were issued at face value. Wow, Reliance Industries shares at face value of rupees 10. So 1000 into 10, 100 into 10, someone would have invested 1000 rupees back in 1977. That 1000 rupees would have turned to 40 lakh rupees. Now, of course, you can say, अरे यार 1000 के बजाय अगर 10,000 invest किया होता था तो that 10,000 rupees investment would have gone up to almost 4 crore rupees today. That's a CAGR of around 19% and dividend of around 1,35,000 on this, whatever I've taken 100 shares. This is over and above that. So now you can imagine how can you how can you get wealthy? For that, you have to be really, really patient. You can't be of the mindset of buying and selling and buying and selling and making quick profits. That should not be the case. If you have a conviction over a specific stock, I think compounding is what is going to make you really, really rich, right? Next point is really important again. It's about the human psychology. It does happen that you enter a stock and then all the emotions of greed and fear are going to start kicking in. But if your analysis is absolutely up to the mark, if you have written down, when I started my journey, I used to write this, that which stock I'm going to buy, why am I going to buy, at what level am I going to buy, at what level do I plan to exit, When do I plan to exit? So am I taking this as a trading position or as an investing position? Is this going to be a part of my core portfolio, as a part of my satellite portfolio? So many things that you have to, plan well, and you have to execute well. Okay. So as I mentioned, human mind is really important. Human psychology is really important. You have to stay away from that greed and fear factors. And if you stay away from them, then only the next point, which is execute your plan, that will be possible. So ideally it is said that plan what you want to execute and execute what you have planned. Both are very important. I'm repeating, plan whatever you want to execute. So ideally step one is planning. You have to plan whatever you want to execute, but let that just not be on paper. Second step, very important, execute your plan. That is also equally important, right? So important points again. So I hope you have understood. Execute. So 6 points that I've talked or I've mentioned till now. First point, I talked about trend. Second point, I talked about earnings. Third point I talked about was allocation. Fourth point I talked about was compounding. Fifth point I talked about was human psychology, human mind. Sixth point I talked about was about executing your trade, your plan, your investment strategy very carefully. And last point is risk and return. Risk and return are going to go hand in hand. Always remember that whenever you're investing in something, some unknown category means what? I'm sure many people feel that, uh, you know, they may just get fascinated by the fact that your friend has invested in unlisted shares. Your friend has invested in F&O. Your friend has traded in F&O. Your friend has invested in maybe crypto, whatever. In such cases, there's a big risk of investing in something that you don't know, right? So I always say this, that whenever you are wanting to invest in something that you understand. Okay, don't just, otherwise it'll be just like throwing darts. Ek hit bhi ho jayega. You may hit bullseye for one of them, but otherwise it's just going to be blind buffs, right? So don't do that, and invest very, very carefully if you want to have a good return. Okay, so 7 points that I discussed right now. Did anyone understand some common theme behind these 7 points? Let me see who can give quick answers. I did talk about trend, earnings, allocation. Okay, trend, earnings, allocation, compounding, human mind. Custom has got it right. Execute, and last one was risk and return. And that is the acronym for teacher. T stands for trend, E stands for earning, A stands for allocation of your portfolio, C, kya baat hai, kya baat hai. I'm getting the answers now. C stands for compounding, H stands for human mind, E stands for execute, and R stands for risk and return. That's teacher abbreviation, absolutely. So today I thought that it should be a Teachers Day special, and that is the reason why I thought of sharing 7 points. Kya baat hai, kya baat hai. People are like, wow. Okay, so yes, Thala for a reason, I understand. Acha, please elaborate more on human mind. Why not? Why not? So many a times it happens that I have taken a trade with conviction, but the moment it is like 10% up, you always feel that, oh, 10% up. I had not even thought that it will go up by 10% in a month. Let me book my profit. Listen to this very carefully. But if you have invested in a stock, and if it goes into losses, you're like, all is well, all is well. Again goes into losses, all is well, jayega. And you keep on holding that stock, even if there are bad news coming about that stock, even if the earnings are poor and the stock is falling. So many times it does happen that whenever you are in losses, you are hoping against the hope. Okay. And whenever you are in profits, you're like, oh my God, बस हो गया क्या? कहीं इतना मिला वो तो नहीं चला जाएगा. You unnecessarily start doubting your own decision. So you have to be sure about one point. You should always ride on your winners, and you should cut your losers. I'm repeating one more time. You should ride on your winners and you should cut your losers. And exactly opposite is what people do. Whenever they have a loser, I had bought some stock at 1,000. Oh, it has gone down to 900. I will average. It goes down to 800. I will average. It goes down to 600. I will average. Why do you want to hold on to your losers? If the stock is not performing well, and if you can understand there are some clear reasons for that, cut your losers. And if you have some good winners, ride on your winners. Means what? In fact, you should pyramid your winners, add more and more position to your winners. Why is the stock going up? Because maybe something is fundamentally good with that company. That is the reason why it is going up. So don't let your human mind mess with your own decision making process. And human mind can be controlled if your studies are bang on target. I'll tell you my own story, right? So whenever I mean, I've told this so many times, uh, be it REC, be it Bharti Airtel, be it something like an Ultratech Cement. I mean, I have invested in these stocks and I have stayed with conviction. And whenever any quarterly result update, some big update comes up, I keep a track of that. And if my analysis is what is there in my mind, if I know whatever I'm holding on to is fundamentally strong, then the fear factor will not kick in, right? So do remember this point, that unnecessarily emotions should not control your decisions. Analysis should control your decisions, right? So one more time, emotion should not control your decision. Analysis should control your decisions. Okay. Rajalingam is saying, our conviction gets stronger when you say a particular stock is fundamentally strong. Come what may, we are holding on to most of your stock of the months in our portfolio for eternity. Kya baat hai? But I'm happy that you are investing from a long-term perspective and you are not, looking at it from BTST category. But of course, as I always say, right, try to also do a quarterly review of the stock. No need to be in front of the screen every day. At least once in a quarter, if you're reviewing your portfolio, I think that can be a very good strategy. Thank you, being wealthy. Okay, so Rajesh has a question. Sometimes even uh, maybe fundamentally strong stocks is what you want to say, go down. Better to average at that point. Why not? So I'll give you a simple reason. I'll give you a simple example, right? The stock is fundamentally strong. You have done the analysis, you have done the balance sheet analysis, P&L analysis, you have checked the investor presentation, you have checked the con, you have done your own analysis. Okay, whatever suits your analysis. And then this quarter, horrible results come up. Horrible. Why? Let's say that majority of the raw material was coming from the area where a war has begun. Okay. Now my supply chain has gotten disrupted. Correct? If I feel that this is a temporary issue which is going to get resolved, maybe this quarter, maybe next quarter, maybe a quarter after that, in that case, it could be a BOED category stock. Buy on every dip. And a dip could be somewhere between 5 to 10% based on your comfort. Okay? I hope this is clear. But if you feel that something has fundamentally changed for that company, so for example, you can imagine that a stock used to perform well because their profit margins were good, and profit margins were good because the company used to get subsidies. That is the reason why they were able to be profitable. Now the decision has been taken that government is going to withdraw subsidies. They are not going to give subsidies anymore. This is a fundamental change that has happened in the stock. Okay, in such cases, averaging downwards doesn't make sense. Okay, so I hope you have understood when can you fundamentally average stocks, when you can see temporary issues and not permanent issues. Permanent means, as I mentioned, subsidy withdrawn forever. Okay, so temporary issues hai, so definitely averaging downwards also makes sense. Jubal Pharma is one thing. Jubal Food is also one thing. Has turned positive after a long time. I know. I mean, this has. I'll just share now. If you see this, the chart pattern of Jubal Food, still see this was I think I've done this so many times, high, low, high, low, high, low. But this is like a similar low at least. It's not a lower low, this one. And then it's at least making a higher high. Ideally, it should close above this. It should stay here. Then I can say that it is going stronger and stronger. But again, also look at what is happening with their quarterly results. Now, if you can see here, a stock which had started to show pain, where especially at the operating profit margin level and especially at the PBT level also. Now, slowly, steadily, it is trying to recover from its pain. So you can see here OPM profit margins 26, 26, 23, 23, 24, and it had gone down to 17, 17, 18. So I think I should do this more from a yearly point also, so that you can understand. It had gone down, so 9, 15, okay, 24, 25. It had gone down to 22, still 20, and now it will be interesting to watch what quarterly results come up. So this was the first time after a long time. So at least first sign of revival was the top line growth. First top line improvement, are you able to see? See, this is like the all-time high that you can see. From June 2021, what is in front of me? 800 crores, 1100 crores, 1200 crores, again similar range. Highest was 1573 crores and followed by 1933 crores. Still, what they have to control is their expenses, and then it will be much better for them. Okay. Someone in the comment section also mentioned about Paytm, which is 197 communication. Again, let us go to their profitability. Look at the operating profit. At operating profit level itself, it is in losses. If you remember, teacher, E stood for what? E stood for earnings. Again, let me repeat. Those who joined in late, E stood for earnings. Acha. C stood for compounding. So if you feel that, uh, you know, uh, a stock is fundamentally strong, don't be in a hurry to book losses, right? So C was for compounding. Okay. And I think you had asked for E. I had given two E's. E1 that I mentioned right now is earnings. It has to be EBITDA positive at least. And second E that I mentioned was execute what you have planned, and also plan what you are going to execute. Okay. Satej, happy Teachers Day, Rachana ma'am. Last time in live stream I had joined, I had suggested Arrow Green Tech. Today I want to suggest one more fundamentally good stock in the reversal trend, Lancer Container. Okay, let us check. Arrow Green Tech, I remember, I think last time we had done the technical analysis for Arrow Green Tech, right? Let us just check one more time. Oh yes, we had discussed this. There was a breakout at this level. Now, it's also sustaining above this. Big sell-off last month towards, I mean here, huge sell-off. So let's see how it performs. Does it come for a retest or not? One more point, that one more company that you're mentioning right now is what? Lancer Container. Okay. Ooh, in a monthly trend, some interesting levels being achieved here. So I'll tell you what is here. You can see the stock was in a sideways trend. Okay, then it went up, went a little bit, tried to form a base, broke out, retested, bounce, and it is retesting here again. Almost it is coming here. Still no early signs of reversal bhi nahi hai. Let us check on daily time frame. No early signs. So it's still pretty much sideways. Can't see any reversal here. Plus, I always say this, that if the stocks are below the 200 DEMA, it goes against my thumb rule of price action. So, according to price action analysis, ideally the stock has to be above 150 DEMA and 200 DEMA if you were to even track it. Okay, so doesn't fit into my thought process. Akshat's Financial Insights. Akshat says, hello ma'am, my age is 20 and I have entered the markets for past 2 years. And now I have 15 lakh corpus at the age of 20. Okay. I have made good returns, but not from investing, only from swing trading. So should I continue this? Akshat, I am an old school person. And I strongly believe that swing trading is good, not bad at all, but it should not be like your core part. Let's say if you have 100 rupees to invest, 80 rupees should be for long term investing, 20 rupees should be for trading. So I'm repeating, if you have 100 rupees as a corpus, at least 80 rupees should be put towards investing, and 20 rupees you can think about trading that money. So if you are getting your hands on trading, at least make sure that whatever profits you have earned, you are at least putting that profits chunk for a long term investing perspective. Okay, don't put 100% of your capital for trading purposes. क्या बात है. Teachers Day special, Rajesh has gifted memberships to 10 people. Thank you, Rajesh. Means a lot. Uh, Ranjit ji saying gift me also. Ranjit ji, you are already a member. कैसे gift करेंगे आपको? Okay. Uh, but Rajesh, definitely appreciate your zeal of spreading knowledge to others. I think you have been very much consistently sharing memberships, gifting memberships to a lot of our channel viewers. uh, Again, I've mentioned this, that who gets the membership is not in my hand, not in the hand of the person even gifting the membership, but a person who interacts with the channel more. So the more you like my videos, that's not what I'm telling you by my own thought process. I've confirmed this from my partner managers as well, my team. I mean, the ones with I work closely with. I'd asked this question once, that how does YouTube algorithm decide who gets a membership? So the answer that I had gotten from YouTube is that generally a person who is more engaged with the channel, that person typically gets a chance. Probability is higher that the person will get the gift of membership. Okay, so think think about it. Okay, uh, क्या बात है. Thank you Rajesh. Thanks a lot. uh, TVS Shri Chakra taking support on 200 DEMA, once a resistance, and 50 DEMA crossing 200 DEMA from below. Okay, let's check TVS Sri Chakra. Which company is this? Never tracked it. TVS Sri Chakra. Let us check first from a weekly time frame also. Where is it? And from a monthly time frame also. Okay, it has made a nice rounding bottom, and it's. But if you are looking now from a daily time frame perspective, it's pretty much in a sideways trend. Nothing exciting here per se. Can't see any strong reversal. One or two nice volume bars is what I can see. Um, but the stock looks more in a sideways kind of. So nothing exciting is what I feel. No, I would not have tracked this, or I would not have added this to my watch list also right now. Oh, Venkatesh is asking how only few messages are appearing on the screen. Oh, okay, Venkatesh, what I do is that, see, understand that I see a lot of chats here. So the chat that I'm going to answer, I pull that up on the screen and then I answer it. Okay, uh, that's how it appears on the screen. Thank you, Prasad. Uh, Feels good to get such comments. Thanks once again. Yes, please tell more about RIL getting into AI. Yes, I'm going to share about that immediately. Some really interesting points that that came out in this AGM. Something like a Geo Brain is what they had discussed. Uh, I'm just going to try and give you simple examples. Okay, so what is this Geo Brain? Geo Brain is a comprehensive AI platform that uses advanced machine learning algorithms and natural language processing techniques. So I always try to love I always try to learn new things. That's my first love, right? Uh, so when I asked my team members who are from IT, I said, "What is this machine learning thing?" In fact, one of my research team member also knows all these hyphen do things. So he told me today that machine learning, like simple example that he gave was that you might have seen this that on if you're wearing something like an Apple Watch, uh, it can tell whether your ECG is something abnormal or not. How does an Apple Watch understand whether your ECG is normal or abnormal? So basically, you can imagine that a lot of data has been fed to the Apple Watch. That let's say 1,000 ECGs reports have been fed to the Apple Watch data, and this is normal, this is normal, this is normal. They have trained the Apple Watch that if the ECG appears something like this examples, 1,000 examples, then this is normal. La 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 la, all these are abnormal. Okay, so it may not be like an accurate one, but at least can give you an alert that hey, something may be going wrong. Better go and check with the doctor, right? Uh, so that is an example of machine learning. So they are saying that we are building something called as Jio Brain that can use advanced machine learning and also NLP techniques. So I'll tell you what is a natural language processing technique also. I'm sure everyone has learned this in school that computer understands 0101 binary language, 101010. But what does Google search or Google voice assistant do? Whatever I want to search, I'll just do a voice search in normal plain English. Whenever you are doing a plain Google search, even if it's a text driven search, you'll just say that how is the market today, or how do you analyze a stock, or whatever. Uh, how to enroll for Rachana Ranade's courses. Okay, example. So all these are what? How does Google understand what is being asked? We are using a natural language, absolutely natural language. Still, it is able to understand that. So this is called as natural language processing. We need not learn coding. Okay, so that is what Geo Brain they are wanting to develop, which is going to be a comprehensive AI platform that is going to use advanced machine learning algorithms and natural language processing techniques, and some features basically and applications that they are wanting to come up with is virtual assistant. So I'm again going to quickly move with this. I'm sure everyone has tried someday or the other. Okay, Google, or you may have tried Hey Siri. That's like a virtual assistant. Bixby, that's a virtual assistant, right? But all these are virtual assistants. So GeoBrain, they mentioned in their AGM, GeoBrain can serve as a personal virtual assistant, helping users with tasks such as sending reminders, sending messages, searching for information, whatever. Language translation, easy to understand. That also they're going to do with the help of AI. Smart home integration, I'm sure everyone knows about, voice commands for lights, for fans. That is also what they are doing. AI powered recommendation, something really, really interesting again. See, this is what happens with Instagram right now. I'm sure you might have easily seen this. You speak about something, okay. In fact, I remember I was completing me and my son, we were completing his project, and which was about a nutrition chart. Okay, good project, a nutrition chart. So he had to write down what did he have for lunch, what did he have for dinner, and he had to write down what nutrition he gets from his meal. Okay, that day we searched a lot about what nutrition we get from roti, from curd, from salad, from sabji, everything we searched. And for the next 2 days I was getting only and only, I mean, my Insta was flooded with reels related to what contains what. Okay, so this is a clear cut case that what you are preferring to consume as a content, that will be served more and more. And that is nothing but AI powered recommendations that I'm sure you might have easily gone through, or you're talking with your friends about something, and Google search starts showing up all those relevant things. ये phone सब बातें सुनते रहता है हमारी, right? I'm sure everyone has experienced this some or the other time. But now you can imagine, now Geo is trying to go ahead with AI powered recommendation. Now, how is that possible? See, understand, the moment you are using a Geo SIM, it knows what is your data consumption pattern, how much data do you consume. If you're visiting a Reliance retail store, it knows what sort of purchases you are making. If you are going to netmeds, again Reliance only, they understand what sort of medicines you're purchasing. If you go to Hamleys, again Reliance, they understand what sort of toys you are buying, what is your spending capacity, what is your spending style. You're going to a fashion brand, something like an Ajio, again same Reliance, they understand what are your spending patterns related to fashion. If you're consuming content on Jio Cinema, they understand what sort of content you're liking. Is it humor? Is it thriller? Is it, again, if you're going to watch cricket on Disney, then Disney and Jio, again, Disney and Jio Cinema merger ke liye, they got a thumbs up, and that was again told in the AGM. So they understand your sports likes and dislikes. So all in all, what they are trying to do is understand your user preference, your user behavior, and they are going to use AI powered recommendation to serve you. Now you'll be like, oh, is this good, bad? Anyways, Instagram is doing, anyways, Google is doing, at least apne log to karenge, right? So that is what they're wanting to do with AI, something really interesting for an Indian company. Customer support, AI powered customer support, and all this, they are very important. Very important part is the last sentence. RIL plans to offer Jio Brain as a service platform to other enterprises. Oh my God, this blew off my mind. Now you can imagine, if I want to use AI for customer support, okay, for my own organization. So for example, right now, if anyone has any query about our courses, what they typically do is, we have a number, WhatsApp number, 90221966678. They'll chat on WhatsApp. I want to know about XYZ course. My team member will actually chat with that person. Okay. They can chat through the WhatsApp, or maybe if they have directly gone to our website, rachanaranade.com. Again, we have a pop-up and people start chatting, and there is no bot at the other end. My team members are actually replying to your queries. But you can imagine, if I want an AI powered customer support, now developing that is going to cost me a lot, right? But what Jio Brain intends to do is that they develop everything, and I can use that as a service. So SaaS, okay, something like a SaaS, something like software as a service, or I can say as AI as a service. Okay. Anyways, so this is something really, really interesting, and like, I'm sure everyone has heard about this at least once, that data is the new oil, and if you can put that data to good use, then I think it's going to be amazing. So uh, that is what I'm really, really interested and looking forward for what revolution Reliance is coming up in this area as well, right? Uh, all right. Are Hemanji, I could see you after a long time. Thank you for the super sticker. I'm not able to see it here, but yes, yeah, I can see it here in the YouTube platform. There is a nice green colored pear, I guess, which is dancing. Thank you for that. Um, Motilal Oswal, I have read a framework by Motilal Oswal. It's QGLP. You should explain this to everyone. I think you, the great teacher, to explain the framework. If you, Akshat, you are, I think, a pro investor member, and Motilal Oswal was one of our stock of the months. And this QGLP thing I've explained in detail in our stock of the month. You can definitely check that out as well, right? Congratulations, ma'am, for the Kasba Ganpati award that will be given on Sunday. Thank you, Kaustubh. For those who don't know, in Pune we have Manatse Ganpati and Manatse Ganpati. So Ganpati festival, Ganesh festival is like very big in Maharashtra, and in Pune we have 5 Ganpatis, which are considered, which have मानाचा गणपती कसा एक्सप्लेन करू आता इंग्लिश मध्ये? इट्स सो डिफिकल्ट टू एक्सप्लेन व्हॉट इज मानाचा गणपती इन इंग्लिश. Basically, esteemed 5 Ganesh Ganesh Mandals is what I don't know. Basically, it's an esteemed award, and thank you everyone for that. It's so difficult to explain what is Manasa Ganpati. Anyways, uh, yes, Hemanji, I can see that you have joined after a long time. Today only Akshay was saying, Hemanji nahi dikhe bahut din se live stream pe, and here you are today. Okay. Absolutely. Kya baat hai? I'm so happy that you all are reading this. Recent filing from Jio Finance has mentioned their beta on home finance has commenced. Now that you have talked about it, I'll also share a few more points about Reliance Industries. I always say this, right? If my students are giving inputs, I will give more inputs. So if I were to quickly share some key insights, where did I? Oh, I had written that in a different. Sorry. वो shoot कल है. Tomorrow I'm going to. Is it here? No, it's not here. Uh, Tomorrow that shoot is going to come up, and the video will be released most probably on. Oh, tomorrow itself. Tomorrow I'm planning to shoot a video, and tomorrow only it will be released. So sorry. फोडून टाकलं surprise me. Okay, but you're right, and a few more announcements will be made in that video. Thank you, Manish. Oh, it's 10:15 already. I remember specialty chemical sector. We are still waiting. Not exactly, but still basic science. Yes, you revealed the secret. All right. IOCL cup and handle pattern on weekly time frame. Let us check. Oh, you are an ex-RIL, 23 years with them. क्या बात है? Fantastic. Acha, IOCL cup and handle. Let's quickly get it done. Chalo, next last 5 minutes, and I'm going to quickly give you maximum possible inputs. IOCL. Okay, I'll have to type it. Indian Oil Corporation Limited, and weekly. Not exact. Okay, you can say something like this, But yes, looks strong. No doubts on that. Looks strong. Clear breakout. If I would even use this, clear breakout and a retest, and still going strong. Yes. I'm going to quickly take questions now. No, I was okay. Asian Paints is making higher high, higher low, and challenging its upper Bollinger Band. Let's check for Asian Paints also. It is stuck here, stuck in this range. What about daily? 150 DEMA is below 200 DEMA. Would not want to check this out. Again, these are basics of price action analysis. So just quickly, if you are interested in price action analysis, this is for Invest in India community members. We have come up with price action analysis challenge. Again, it was so much appreciated by all the community members, and everyone was like, we want to do this again. So this challenge covers 2 videos, 3 blogs, plus almost 7-8 different challenges which will be given to you about the price action analysis. So we call them as checkpoints. Questions will be asked to you about price action, and at the end of the price action analysis challenge, I'm going to come live for a Zoom session wherein I'll solve all your queries around it. Even for the Invest in India community, if you want to try for 1 month membership, which will not give you access only to the challenge, but also stock of the month, but also blogs, my Zoom session, everything will be a part of it. So if you want, you can also go ahead with at least a monthly membership. The coupon code is in front of you. You can also offer a yearly membership, and the coupon code is in front of you. Okay, next. Any other questions? Okay, I can see one more technical. Cup and handle pattern weekly, IPCA Labs, W formation in Excite. Okay. IPCA Labs. Yes, I already have it. So cup and handle breakout. Let's just quickly check this. 230. You're right. It's a breakout. And the second one was Excite. Okay. Excite Pakistan nako. Excite Industries. Oh, nice. You quickly check. There you go. For those who have done the price action analysis challenge previous month, you know the 40-45% thing, right? Here you can also see a reversal. Good initial signs. It should sustain. That is the only point here. But good initial reversal. For those who understand, this is similar, not exactly textbook pattern, but similar to something like an evening star. I understand it's not a textbook pattern, but an initial sign of reversal is what I can definitely say, right? Bonus 1:1, the point that we were talking about, that is the record date has not yet been declared. Whenever Fed starts decreasing interest rates, markets start correcting, as market already discount the news last 2001, 8, 9, 15, 16, 18. Contrarian views right now, I mean, I totally understand, especially in 2008, the big crisis when Fed started decreasing the interest rates. That is when the market started to crash. In fact, there are so many people who say that 2008 ka chart, 2024 ka chart looks exactly the same. So people are, getting scared with that also. So I always say this, that currently markets are at an all-time high. If you're scared, always a wise decision to sit at least like 15-20% in cash. Okay, so that can be definitely taken as a consideration. LYK Labs, cup and handle, daily and breakout. Okay, LYK Labs. Huh? So Leica Labs. हेमंत जी कहाँ से स्टॉक्स आप ढूंढ के लाते हो? Here I could have said it's more like a cup and handle. I'll show you here actually. So complex cup and handle also is what I can say. So a cup and a handle, very nice breakout and going ahead. Oh, I did not share my screen. Sorry. We'll do the screen share. Okay. Yes, this is like the cup and the handle breakout and still going strong. All right. Yes, absolutely. Thank you. All right. Okay, final question is about E-strip price action. Let me quickly share my screen. So happy to see price action questions being asked. Okay. E-strip. No, 150 DEMA is below 200 DEMA. A very strong candle today, 10.75% up, but still, again, buying at low price versus buying at right price. I would not have immediately jumped into this. All right. Thank you, everyone. That is it. Thank you, everyone, for joining in. And it's almost an hour now, but definitely, yes, is my trip announced bus manufacturing today. But that could be the reason why there was a sharp breakout sharp up move. But it needs to sustain. It needs to perform well for another few days so that it can sustain in the longer run. Anyways, thank you everyone for joining in. Felt great interacting with you all on the Teachers' Day. And today we have gotten a new acronym for teacher. So don't forget that. That is like 7 key points while you decide on your investing journey, right? So thank you all. I'll see you on next Thursday. Am I going to be there? No. Next Thursday, I may not be doing the live stream. I'm going to enjoy a holiday after a long time. 10, 11, 12, I'll be out of Pune. So next Thursday, we may not have a live stream. We may directly have it on 19th. Okay. Teacher ka R stands for what? R stands for risk and return. RR or RR also stands for. Okay. Anyway, so I'll see you all in the next Thursday's live stream. I'll see you till then. Take care. Jai Hind and bye-bye.